Metal Gear is one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. Created by Hideo Kojima, aka one of the best game designers of all time, Metal Gear innovated gaming with its new take on the stealth genre. This is the granddaddy of stealth games, everybody. You see, back in the 8-bit days, games were usually about blasting through levels, killing enemies, and fucking shit up. But Metal Gear made the players sneak by enemies and try their best to stay undetected. And it was praised for its new approach to gaming as a whole. From the MSX Classic to the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear was, and is, an amazing franchise. However, I'm not here to be positive about Metal Gear today, because instead of reviewing the good games, I'll be taking a look at the worst Metal Gear game ever. Now what could be the worst Metal Gear game? Well, that would be the NES port of the original Metal Gear. Now I actually haven't played the original MSX version, but I have saw a playthrough of it, and it looks a hell of a lot better than the shitty NES version. Now what makes the NES version so bad? Well, that's what I'm here for today. Let's take a look at the NES Metal Gear. Now, before I get into the actual game, I actually have something to point out. Take a look at the box art for this game. Does it look familiar to any fans of Terminator? Yeah, it's Kyle Reese from the first Terminator movie. It's literally a shot from the movie, but redrawn. Now this is the box art for both versions of the game, so this isn't exclusive to the NES version, but that's just something I wanted to point out. Anyways, let's get into the actual game. Alright, so here's the title screen and... what the fuck? Did you see how fast it cuts to the demo? I didn't cut any of it out. It stays on the title screen for like 2 seconds, and then goes to the demo. At least stay on the title screen longer. Oh well, let's just start the game. So the game begins and... okay, what is this? Why am I in a jungle? The original had you start immediately at the beast. Why is there a need for a jungle segment? I just started the game and I'm already having a problem. Alright, I guess I might as well just go with it. But I have another problem. Take a look at the game. Now take a look at the MSX version. Yeah, the NES version looks like shit compared to the original. It lacks the detail that the MSX version had. For example, take a look at these pits in the MSX version. See how they have depth? Now look at the NES version. They're just black squares. In comparisons aside, the game looks ugly on its own. And this is because the NES isn't very powerful. The system can make some nice looking games. This game just isn't pleasant to look at. It makes playing it worse than it already is. Anyways, it looks like we got a call from Big Boss, filling us in on our objective to rescue Gray Fox and learn info about Outer Heaven's secret weapon, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
First, attempt to contact missing R. Gray Fox. Oh god, here it comes. Here comes the anguish! Yes, this is indeed another problem with the NES Metal Gear. Its infamously poor translation. The game is filled with these, and you can't argue that this shit's hilarious. And don't you love when your sprite is layered over the text? Oh, and I'll bet you'll love this sound. Okay, so let's actually get into the game now. Second screen, and we have our first guard. Alright, so it seems he's fallen asleep. I feel asleep. Is it even possible to feel asleep? Oh well, we kill him and move on. Here we have some dogs, so I'm just gonna sneak by them and— WHAT?! I was taking tippy toes and they still woke up? Here's another problem with this game. Its stealth mechanics. It feels like no matter what, you're gonna get caught. Take a look at the MSX version. You can go through the whole game without getting caught once. But here, the enemies will seemingly see you no matter how hard you try. And the fact that the enemies can kill you relatively easily doesn't make it any better. This makes the game far more frustrating than it should be. So after that, you find a guard and a truck. Take out the guard, go inside the truck, and find the binoculars. It seems they don't work in the truck, so I'm just gonna leave and— okay, what the fuck? The guard respawns when I go inside the truck? That makes no sense! It's not like I took him out non-lethally and he woke up. He died, disappeared like every other enemy. And the fact he saw me right as I came out of the truck and entered the screen is bullshit. This is indeed another problem with this game. Respawn enemies seeing you right as you enter a screen. You see, in the MSX version, enemies' positions are changed depending on where you enter the room, which means you won't be immediately seen upon entering. But the NES version, however, has tons of terribly designed areas and screens where you'll get caught immediately when entering. This, along with the inconsistent stealth mechanics, makes this game a pain to play, and will lead to many unfair deaths. How could they fuck this up so badly? And it only gets worse from here. So now that I have an opportunity to use the binoculars, I can see that it lets you get a shot of areas up ahead, which is kinda useful. So let's just unselect these and— You have got to be fucking kidding me! Soldiers respawn when you use the binoculars? Why? Who would think that's a good idea? We're the developers here trying to be complete dickwads? That's it. Fuck this game! Okay. Don't fuck this game. At least, not yet. That's a pretty shitty design choice, but this game fucking sucks, so I guess it's expected. So I died, and luckily for me, I keep any items I got when I die, so I won't have to go back into that truck for the binoculars. I retrace my steps and soon come across more trucks. Inside one of them is a keycard. Another problem I like to point out is that the D-pad can cancel out enclosed text boxes. This is bullshit because you'll be walking towards an item, you'll grab it, and then the text will immediately stop because you're still holding onto the D-pad to walk towards it. This means you have to be unnecessarily careful when grabbing items, which can all be avoided by making it so only A or B can close text boxes, like any normal game! So I go into another truck and— uh-oh, the truck has started to move! Mwah! Mwah! Quality English! This is some of the finest English I have seen in years. Who needs proofreading? I don't! Proofreading is for idiots! So the truck takes me to another part of the base with more trucks I can go in. One of them has a ration. However, because of shitty design, the soldier outside the truck immediately spots me and kills me when leaving the truck. So I retrace my steps again and get into another moving truck, which takes me to a screen with more trucks. I go into yet another moving truck, which takes me to a screen with multiple paths. Thank God. Going up leads me to— oh shit, a tank! Well, I got nothing to harm this tank with, so I guess I shouldn't be here yet. The left side leads to— what? Invisible landmines! 'Cause why not? Going down leads to more trucks, one of them holding C4, or plastic explosive. The next truck is— oh my God, another moving truck. And it takes me back here? Apparently, I overlooked this door in the screen. Just had to wait for guards to change shifts. Okay, your turn! God, what soldiers talk like this? Is this a group of terrorists or elementary schoolers? Using the level 1 keycard, I got into the base. Now this is starting to look better. There's even different music. Big Boss is calling again. Really? I just got into the main base, and now you're telling me this is an infiltration mission? Alright, I'm sneaking by guards, I'm staying unseen, this is going pretty well. Are you fucking kidding me? That paint came right the fuck out of nowhere! How was I supposed to know it was there? That's bullshit! That's fucking bullshit! And I have to start back at the beginning of the jungle? Why can't I start back at the base? Well, apparently, where you respawn is determined by your rank, and your rank can only be increased by saving prisoners. Why does this need to be a thing? Why can't I just get checkpoints normally from progressing? Why? And another thing, if you happen to harm a prisoner, your rank will decrease, which literally can make the game impossible to beat. This game is pissing me off more than I thought it would. It's just so fucking bad. So after backtracking again, and doing a little more exploring, I found some other things. There was ammunition in one of these trucks, which is useless right now because I don't have a fucking weapon. And there was also a level 4 keycard which I used to infiltrate the back entrance of the base. Inside, I got gangbanged by a million guards, found an elevator, and found some cameras. And soon enough, I couldn't find anywhere to go. I was pretty much at a dead end, and inevitably, I died. Again! At this point, I was fucking lost. I couldn't beat the tank, there's scorpions blocking southwards, and I'm stuck wandering in a jungle that shouldn't be here in the first place! So, I resorted to a walkthrough. Going back into the base, I find a gas mask, the handgun, and a prisoner. That was a close call! In the next room, we have our first utilization of the gas mask, as we must use it to get through a room of deadly gas. And check out this bullshit. So to enter the room, you need a level 1 keycard, but you can't have the gas mask and the keycard equipped at the same time, so you'll enter the room and immediately take damage! Even if you can switch to the menu faster than Ocelot can spin his revolvers, you'll still take damage! And to top it off, when you leave the room, you'll have to select the keycard again and take more damage! Oh, and Big Boss has the audacity to tell you about needing the gas mask when you're in the room of deadly gas. Look, I know you're the antagonist in this game, boss, but be reasonable. After that, you get a remote-controlled missile, which the game doesn't even tell you is remote-controlled when you get it. You use it to get past an electric floor. You rescue more prisoners with their award-winning grammar. Seriously, guys? Foxhounder? Was there one person on the development team who looked at the dialogue and thought, you know, the grammar here looks a bit fucking stupid. Maybe we should fix it. Was there one person who played the original MSX version? Anyone! After that, you find an elevator which leads to the roof, which has heavy winds that require a bomb blast suit to get through. Later on, you find the cardboard box, or just cardboard. Really? They didn't know that it's supposed to be a cardboard box? Like seriously, did Snake just go into a room and found a piece of fucking cardboard lying on the ground? Anyways, they at least didn't fuck up how it works. Next room, you find a silencer for the handgun and a grenade launcher. Aw yeah, it's time to fuck shit up. The silencer makes the handgun OP, and the grenade launcher is pretty self-explanatory. Things are going pretty damn well. Rescuing another prisoner and my rank has increased! My rank is finally increased! You know, with my experience playing this game so far, also came many hardships and shitty game design, and I was on the brink of absolute rage a few times. But when I saw those 2 stars, something inside of me lit up, and I knew it was my destiny to complete this game. Let's do this! Alright, but now that I have 2 stars, I finally respawned at the front entrance of the base. I still have to backtrack, but at least I'm not at this fucking jungle. And I also have more health! I'm liking this game a little bit more now. Maybe after playing for a while, the game will start to get better. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. After exploring more of the base and rescuing another prisoner, I learned info about Gray Fox's whereabouts. A hidden solitary cell, you say? Soon after, I find a machine gun. Compared to my silent handgun with 100 bullets, it sucks. Not to mention it has a shitty spread. Following that, I end up getting captured by the enemy. You're under arrest. Oh my god. That line is golden. What terrorist would say that? Did the Outer Heaven Police Force come to arrest me? Or are we just playing a game of cops and robbers here? Because from the looks of the dialogue here, it's seeming like the latter. Now that I got arrested, I'm in prison, and conveniently enough, next to Gray Fox's cell. I punch the wall and find a cell. Here he tells me about Metal Gear and its nuclear capabilities, and that the only one who knows how to destroy it is its creator, Dr. Petrovich. I free him, escape the prison cell, and come across the game's first real boss, the Shotgunner! I am the Shotgunner! Nobody has ever escaped from here! Alright then, I get my shit back and take him on. The missiles make this fight pathetically easy. Just hide behind cover and guide the missiles to him. I obtain a level 3 keycard, body armor, and bomb blast suit, and then leave the prison. Until later, I realize I forgot the enemy uniform. And what makes that so bad is the bullshit between the prison and everywhere else. You see, next to the prison is this forest. Going up and down seemingly leads nowhere. Going right takes you to the place south of the tank, and going left, which you think would take you back to the prison, just makes you loop to the right. At first I was really confused, until I looked up how to get back. Check out this bullshit. To get back to the prison, you have to go left, left, upper left, and left. Why? Is this fucking Legend of Zelda where you have to go northwest, southwest? This is unnecessary cryptic bullshit. Something tells me they are trying to sell copies of Nintendo Power. I try taking on the tank again, now that I have the missiles and grenade launcher, and even with 30 grenades, I still can't destroy the tank. So I do the next logical thing and head up to the roof with the bomb blast suit. Not much to note on the roof right now. Okay, what the hell is this? Here you have 2 moving bridges across, and if you slip up, you'll fall to your death. It ain't fun! Next up we have assholes who activate electric floors, a mine detector, and another boss battle. This boss fight is also pathetically easy. These guys are immune to bullets, so the next order of action is to use a grenade launcher. Here's how to win this fight. Equip the body armor, stand right here, and just throw grenades until this first one dies, and then use the second one's blind spot to kill him. Amazing boss fight! 10 out of 10! A+! Superb! The funny thing about this boss is that it's a replacement for the Hind D boss fight from the original. Now this will be the point where I flip out because they replaced the Hindy fight with this shit, but I'm feeling a little bit burnt out right now. Now apparently Dr. Petrovich is supposed to be here, but is it too late for Dr. Petrovich? Dr. Petrovich was moved to another building, which apparently is 10 kilometers north of this building. Okay man, it's good to know it's north, but how exactly will I know what 10 kilometers is in this game? If this game is unable to not fuck up the original MSX Metal Gear, then I doubt it'll get the metric system right. And since I haven't mentioned this yet, can I talk about how much of a phantom pain in the ass it is fucking around with keycards for locked doors? I hate having to keep switching around looking for the right keycard for a certain door. Why not have it so higher level keycards open more doors? Oh wait, this game doesn't use logic. More wandering around later and I come across another boss fight. The Machine Gun Kid! That isn't really a threatening nor cool name. Anyways, he's the first boss that doesn't suck ass. You gotta keep switching cover in order to hit him with grenades, since he's too fast for bullets. Once you got his pattern down, he's pretty easy. After the fight you get the Iron Glove, which is supposed to find secret doors by punching the wall, except you can do that with your bare fist, so this item is fucking useless. You also get the infrared goggles, which you can use to see invisible security lasers. But no more fooling around, because it's time to take on the tank! The tank is a pretty shitty fight. The only way to effectively destroy this thing is to use landmines, and the fact that the tank can one-shot you by merely touching it doesn't make it any more fun. After that, you sneak past guards using the uniform into the next building, and to prevent this review from being extremely long, I'll go through the rest of the game faster. You wander around the building until, oh shit, a bulldozer! Spam grenade at it and it dies. Soon I encounter the Arnold twins, who can only be destroyed with the rocket launcher. A certain prisoner tells you about Jennifer, a resistance member who can directly support you. She's a snob. She probably won't answer unless you are pretty classy. Oh boy, it seems Snake's gonna have to snap on his finest tuxedo. But since I have 4 stars, I got the rocket launcher from Jennifer. Then I get ammo for it, and then I fuck up the Arnold twins. After that, I come across Dr. Petrovich. Oh crap! Outfoxed. You know, I would make a joke about that, but there's no need to. Also, thanks for telling me his location, pal. While you're at it, why not tell me how to destroy Metal Gear? No? Okay. I head to the building north and head down the world's longest elevator, get the oxygen tank, head back up the world's longest elevator, and back to the building south. God, the backtracking in this game is fucking tedious. This makes Metroid look reasonable when it comes to backtracking. Next up, I fight Coward Duck, which is probably the most creative boss in this game. He uses hostages as shields. Of course, you can just run up to him and shoot him until he dies. Man, that was a close call indeed! Now we need to rescue Dr. Petrovich, and to get to his building, we need to go through another bullshit maze forest. Lower left, up, and lower left. I don't even think they tell you about this forest in the other one. I venture through the other prison until I find a fire trooper. Ooh, scary name. What's next? The construction worker? The gun dude? He dies easily, and behind him is Dr. Petrovich, who won't talk about Metal Gear unless he rescue his daughter. Look man, the fate of the world is on the line. I think that's first priority! So you must go rescue his stupid daughter, and on the way there, you come across one of the most bullshit parts of this game. Yes, this game has a lot of bullshit moments, but this could top them all. It's a series of rooms containing many instant death pits. First off, the room is dark, so you need a flashlight. Second, these pits appear way too fast for the average human to react. Third, there's no fucking way to know where these pits are first time, so you're guaranteed to die. And finally, if you die once, you have to go through 5 minutes of backtracking. And these pits are very sensitive. If even 1 pixel of you touches a pit, you're dead. I don't have any shame in saying that I use save states for this part specifically. This game is bullshit and you know it. But I finally got past the rooms and into Dr. Petrovich's daughter's cell. I rescue his stupid daughter, backtrack back to his cell, and learn about how to destroy Metal Gear. Thank God this is almost over. I go back to the northern building, down the world's longest elevator again, and head down to what seems to be the final stretch. Then I get to this electric floor room. My first reaction is to use a missile to destroy the panel, but then I realized, get this, that I have to run across the damage-causing floor to the next door, which means you need rations for this part. And I only got here with 1 ration, which meant I died, had to restock on rations, and backtracked again. Now here comes this game's biggest sin. There is no Metal Gear to fight! Yeah, you heard me right! You don't fight Metal Gear in this game! Instead, you fight this stupid supercomputer. No lasers, no pattern for the C4 placement, just a few guards, and brainlessly placing C4. Why would you take out the thing that was built up for the entire game? That's like in the original Legend of Zelda. You know how Ganon was built up for the whole game? Well, imagine you get to the end, and instead of Ganon, you fight fucking Bob the Pig. Apparently, Metal Gear was taken out because the NES couldn't handle it. Motherfucker, have you seen some of the bosses in the Mega Man games? There was no excuse for there not to be Metal Gear. But you take out the supercomputer and engage Big Boss in the final battle. However, you're on a time limit, but the good thing is, Big Boss is really shitty AI, so you can just stand there, spam the rocket launcher, and kill Big Boss with no trouble. Big Boss's AI in the MSX version was noticeably more competent. Oh wait, according to the dumbass true ending of Metal Gear Solid 5, this is Big Boss's Phantom. Ooh, alright, whatever you fucking say. You escape and get a lame ending. This game sucks shit, I'm gonna go drink bleach now. So, to sum this game up, it's fucking awful. The stealth mechanics are inconsistent, the shitty room design gets you caught all the time, the backtracking is fucking tedious and terrible, the boss fights suck, the game has made bullshit moments, shitty AI, completely poor translation, ugly graphics, and it has no Metal Gear! This game is so bad, Hideo Kojima himself called it pitiful, and that it was an abomination. And I agree with him 100%, this game is fucking terrible. Would I call it one of the worst games on the NES? Nah. And is there anything good about this game? Well, I guess I could say the music is pretty good, but even with that, it's still god-awful. This has been me, Mr. Madness, and have a good frickin' day.